Hey folks, hope you're good today. Now, we're back with the Monday grind already, and we try and get a show in before the world ends and all of that garbage. Jesus Christ. The 2020s have been absolutely non-stop fun. The bands that we're going to listen to today are going to be a real test for pretty much 99% of the people out there, including myself, because even if you're into the most extreme, crazy music out there, this is another level on top of that, because we're going to check out some noise bands today. We've got some crusty bands as well towards the end there, but we're going to kick off with a bunch of noise bands. Now, noise, for me personally, and I like, you know, the craziest stuff out there, this stuff is still a difficult listen, you know, because it's not generally got a beat or a rhythm to it. It is just noise, and it depends whether you kind of dig the noise or not, you know. I asked a guy who makes this kind of music, what makes good noise, you know, and he said you just kind of gotta like it or not, you know. There's no real good or bad noise. It's all noise, and you either dig the sound of it and the energy of it, or it's, you know, doesn't do anything for you at all. Now, this stuff, you know, I like to dip my toes into it now and again, check it out on the show as well, to try and, you know, test other people out there, see how they get on with it as well. But I would say, you know, noise isn't really a genre for me that connects well, because I just like more of a beat and a rhythm, you know. I'm a rhythm type of guy. But I still like to check it out, see what's going on. You never know, you know, it might be the coolest thing you've ever heard. So it's, you know, it's good to kind of test yourself and see what you can find out there, and see if it, you know, pushes your buttons. The first band we're going to check out, this is Kevin Stewart with Hiyou Araki. We've checked these guys out before. These guys are making something different, something new. It's not just noise, it's actually playing instruments, but playing them in a pretty crazy way with a knife and a katana. Here we go. I think eventually we're going to see that guitar cut in half. Now, what I would like to have heard a bit more in this one in terms of the mix would be more of the drums. I think they were a bit pushed back in this one, and the stuff that we've listened to from them before, the drums really, you know, create a lot of the noise and the energy. I think it would have been nice to just hear a bit more of the drums in this one instead of the background noise. These guys are experimenting, trying to make something cool, trying to make something different and new that you haven't heard before, and I do respect that a lot. I think it's very, very cool. So there you go. That's what we're going to kick off today with. This next one's 29 seconds long. A lot of this stuff is short, and I do think a short blast of noise is the way to go. The way I would personally use noise would be as an interlude between tracks, just to create a vibe and an atmosphere. This is QWE is back in round. Let's give it a spin. There you go, bit of editing in that one as well. That kind of reminded me of like the 2007, 2008 YouTube era where, you know, they was making the memes and stuff, and they just used to crank the volume up to absolutely max and stuff like that. Cool, I think that one would work as a bit of an interlude between tracks. This is two tracks we're going to check out from this guy. This is Atrocious Mitochodrial Engourging Band, which is a pretty cool name. This one's called Kill the Pigs Noisy Cyber Grind. There you go. There's another one from this guy. This one's called News Scripts. There you go. And I would say that those could definitely work as an interlude between tracks, but looking at it over there, it was in mono. I think when you're making noise, a nice way to do it is to really fill the stereo spectrum with that noise, spread it out, widen it out, just totally fill the ears with the sound. So that would be what I would do with this one. But yeah, short blasts like that I can dig, because it could just be an interlude between tracks, and then imagine a real heavy track coming in after that. Would be cool. This one's a bit longer. This is Seppuku. Their track is called Better Call Rosenberg.
Shut up, Ken!
Cool. I enjoyed that one. That was cool because it had a beat to it, had more of a rhythm to it. It seemed like they'd kind of made a song, and then after making the song, turned it into the noise track, you know, with the distortion and the noise that they added to it. So I think as long as there's a bit of a beat in there, a bit of a rhythm, you know, that you can connect into, I do feel it's a bit better than just straight up noise. This is Midwest Terd. Their track is called Treated Wood. This is a demo Texas noisecore. Another track at the end. I think that might have been 3 tracks in that one, but it was pretty cool. I must say I do like it where it seems to be more extreme music made even more extreme by the noise that they put on top of it, and the guitar tone, and you know how distorted the drums are and things like that. Cool way to do it. Now the next 3 bands we're going to check out are a bit more crusty. I'm trying to kind of get some bands out of the queue that aren't just like power violence bands and other things that we check out on a Monday. This is a bit of a mishmash of all sorts of stuff. This is NAPALM Terd. We have checked them out before. This one's called Meat Master.
Sure,
we got it cranked up. Sexual with the meat. Kind of hardcore vocals as well. Quite a satisfying video in a way. I was going to say, I hope they make some burgers or something out of it at the end, but they made some meatballs instead. Fair play. I enjoyed that a lot. Dirty, crusty, muddy sound to it, but you could still hear all the members of the band quite nicely. You could hear the bass in the mix. And I do like the way they did the more shouty, screamy, hardcore vocals along with the deathy stuff as well. Broke out of it, which was nice. I enjoyed that a lot. Very cool. This is FORENSE. Their track is called Galeria del Horror. It's on the Masters of Chaos channel. Let's give it a spin. About time we had some dead bodies and zombies on the show today. Cool.
La brutal carnicería.
Pretty good makeup.
Salen de su recto.
I haven't seen this movie, but it looks like a good one. That bass in this one as well. You have to let me know what movie this is from, because it looks like a sick one. Sick! Did a nice job on that one. Those zombies were pretty high quality. Had some good makeup on there and stuff as well. So very cool. Nice job. Now, the last band we're going to check out today is one-man band, and this guy's made a priority submission as well, and I got him in on this stuff, which is pretty cool. This is Brutality and Buddha. We have checked him out once before. He's got a new track for us today called Billie Eilish Sucks. He's obviously not a big fan of her. I've only listened to a couple of her tracks, so I've really got no opinion on Billie Eilish. She just seems like another pop star to me. Nothing very interesting, but she's pissed this guy off. And I did notice as well, he's gotten some comments on this video on his Facebook page where he must have somehow attracted Billie Eilish fans to this video. It must just be with the title or something. And they weren't happy about him not liking Billie Eilish. They had a lot of things to say about it, and not very happy about it in the lyrics and stuff like that. But if you don't realise that this music is tongue-in-cheek, I think that's really kind of on you, because he lays it on pretty hard. And after this, we're going to quickly look at Chris, what's his name? Chris Barnes, yeah. from 6 Feet Under, because he actually paid for a little cameo from this guy to watch his track and give him a reaction. We'll see what he's got to say about it as well. So this is Brutality in Buddha, Billie Eilish Sucks.
I've been paranoid all day. Like, I remember having a reoccurring dream where I was at a meet and greet and I get shot in the head by this one guy, and I know exactly what he looks like. I know where the room is. I know what it looks like, and I feel like it's gonna happen.
Billie Eilish sucks. Fuck that guy. I make better music all the time. Billie Eilish sucks. Fuck that guy. I make better music all the time. Stupid fucking cunt. Fuck that guy. Her music needs to grow a dick. We all know she fucks her brother and shit. Billie Eilish sucks. Fuck videos. Start up the power. Bury your cat up to the head and run it over. Start up the power. Bury your cat up to the head and run it over. Start up the power. Bury your cat up to the head and run it over. Start up the power. No one wants your fucking perfume. Inside you probably smell like shit and some mushrooms. Kill that fat bitch and her brother. Everyone knows she fucks her brother. Billie Eilish sucks. For that guy. Or make better music all the time. Videous likes to fuck her tits, and he's responsible for all her hits. Green hair, blonde hair, no one cares. You probably would sell your underwears. After I killed your fucking cat, I'll be at your show with a baseball bat. Go start up the nowhere. She's too fat for me to run her over. Start up the mower. You fat sloppy slut, your career is
I had to buy a bunch of her merch to make this video, so in a way you might say she got one over on him. I thought this was cool. I like the cymbal sound, particularly in this. They really came through the mix nicely. Now I'm not sure exactly what was making the riff in this track, whether it was a guitar, whether it was a bass, or whether it might even have been a synthesizer. It had a real drive to it, had a cool sound to it, but it didn't sound like typical distortion or just like a pedal, a guitar going through a pedal or something like that. So let us know, how did you do the main riff on that? What instrument did you use? Because it had like a synthy drive to it, but with a stringiness to it as well, which made me think it was maybe a bass guitar. So there you go. It sounded cool. Let's see what Chris Barnes had to say to it after he watched the video. I did watch this video of him watching it. It's pretty funny. This guy, I don't know a lot about this guy, to be honest with you. I've never really got into 6 Feet Under, but I saw him recently, kind of controversial. I think he said modern death metal singers, they all suck or something like that. And all I'd say to that is he needs to watch this channel a bit more, because we have some sick underground kind of just uncovering death metal vocalists. Maybe he just needs to check out more of the underground. So here we go. This is what Chris Barnes had a reaction to that song.
Oh man. Yeah, Brutality in Buddha is the shit, man. I'm not gonna compare him to anyone else, you know. One of a kind, man.
I agree with that.
Some real good stuff there, and I'd want to tell you what, brother, I really appreciate that. I mean, that was some good shit, man. Thank you.
There you go. Chris Barnes digs it. I guess he's an authority on death metal to some degree. So there you go. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to have a look on that Cameo site, see who's on there. Maybe I'll pay someone to say, oh, Unsigned Showcase, the best channel on the internet, or something like that. That would be funny. Get James Hetfield or something to say it. There you go. That's what I've got for you today. A bunch of kind of weird bands, out there stuff, noisy bands and stuff to kick us off, although I did enjoy it quite a lot today. Shorter tracks, stuff that could be an interlude between other songs, or stuff with actual drums in it and guitars in it still, where it's still got a bit more of a beat. It's just very noisied up on top of that. I thought that was pretty cool. And then some more crusty, deathy bands to finish us off, which were just some bands that I had in the queue that weren't kind of blasting and power violence, like that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd just throw them in today and we'd have a mishmash of stuff. But it's all been pretty difficult to listen to today. I know that this isn't going to be the most popular video that I put out on my channel and things like that. I'm not expecting that. But what I do definitely want to do with this channel, and particularly with the Monday Grind Days as well, which is all about extreme music, is bring some stuff to the table that you really won't have heard before, that you might not like, but it'll be some, to kind of test your ears, see how you get on with it, and maybe you'll dig a part of it or whatever. But I definitely want to be checking out bands that are hard to listen to, that you really don't come across unless you dig them out or you're into this kind of stuff, and put it in front of you, see what you say about it. Same for me as well. Get my reaction to it, see what it's all about as well. But I think we've done pretty nice today, actually. Some of the noise stuff could just be pure noise and not really do a lot for you. But when it's a bit shorter, when it could be an interlude or when it's got actual real drums and stuff in there as well, yeah, I can dig it a bit more. So there you go. That's what I've learned about this kind of music. So see how you get on with this stuff today. But next week we'll have some more. I think we've got live stuff next week, actually. I've got a bunch of live stuff, but we'll have some more standard grindy stuff for you to check out as well. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. Hope you've had a good day. Got a cool week on the channel this week, so stick around, hit the like and subscribe button, all that garbage. But otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.